Hello everyone, I hope you all are fit, fine and healthy at your home. So today I am going to teach second part of this lesson, combustion and flame. So let's start our session. Now the question is, why does combustion of a fuel produce heat? A fuel is a combustible substance which is burned to produce heat or power. Coal, kerosene, LPG, cow dung all produce a lot of heat on burning. Hence they are fuels. But all of these do not produce the same amount of heat. For instance, more heat is produced burning LPG than on burning cow dung. Since more heat is produced on burning LPG, it can do more work and is thus more efficient. With that, we can say that the amount of heat produced by a fuel determines its efficiency, and the fuel that produces more heat is considered to be more efficient in domestic and industrial purpose. There is a scientific way to figure out the efficiency of a fuel. A term called calorific value is used to judge the efficiency. Calorific value is the amount of heat produced complete combustion of unit mass of the fuel, and it is generally measured in kilojoule per kg. Now, since each fuel produced different amount of heat on burning, so the calorific value is also different for them. So here is the list of calorific value of different fuels. The values shows that the calorific value of biogas, butane, that is LPG, methane and hydrogen are more than the rest. Also the fuels with higher calorific value are mostly found in gaseous form. So we can say that calorific value of gaseous substances is more. Hence they are more efficient than the rest. Also due to the greater efficiency of fuels like LPG, they are replacing traditional domestic fuels like wood and dung, or you can say as cow dung. Earlier, wood and cow dung were popular as domestic fuel. It continues even today in rural areas as it is easily available and cheaper. But burning of these fuels emit a lot of harmful smoke. The emitted smoke contains large amount of carbon dioxide that can lead to environment pollution. Another reason why wood is not preferred as a fuel today is because trees have to be cut for its use. On the other hand, fuels like LPG is environmental friendly, as it emits much less smoke and does not contribute toward deforestation. Again, calorific value of LPG is much higher than the calorific value of both wood and cow dung, or you can say as dung cake. All these qualities make LPG very popular, and so it is replacing wood and cow dung as a fuel in urban areas and also in many rural areas. Now, criteria for an ideal fuel. The fuel should have high calorific value. Second, the fuel should have proper ignition temperature. Third, the rate of combustion should be balanced and moderate. Fourth, the content of non-volatile substances should be as low as possible. Fifth, there should be no poisonous or residue byproducts on combustion. Sixth, the fuel should be easily available and cheap. Now, you must have seen candles burning, yes or no? Now the question is, how do candles burn? Take a look at the picture. You can see in the middle of the wax column, a cotton wick is fixed. When the wick is lighted, it begins to burn. As the wicks burn, the heat melts the wax around the wick. The air around the flame becomes warm and rises upwards and its place. Cool air rushes in from all sides of the candle. The cool air keeps the edge of the candle cool. Hence, the wax at the edges does not melt and a cup-like structure is formed just below the lighted wick. The cup gets filled with warm liquid wax. The cool air around the cup does not allow this melted wax to reach its ignition point, and hence it does not burn. The wick does not burn all the way down because the cooler melted wax extinguishes the flame. Now, if you observe the flame closely, we observe three different colors of the flame. So the flame is divided into three zones based on its colors. The first zone that we are going to talk about is the outermost part of the flames. The outer zone is blue in color. Here, complete combustion happens because of the presence of good amount of oxygen, and it is the hottest zone as more heat is produced. Due to the complete combustion that takes place in this region. This zone is also called the non-luminous zone of the flame. The second zone is the middle luminous zone. The middle zone is yellow in color. This zone is less hotter than the outermost zone. This is because there is a limited supply of oxygen and hence only partial combustion takes place. This partial combustion makes this region burn with an orange color and is thus luminous. The last zone is the innermost zone. This part is close to the wick. Due to the lack of oxygen, proper combustion does not take place. Hence, the innermost zone has unburned particles of carbon from the wick, and presence of black unburned carbon particles give this zone the name dark zone, and this zone is the least hot of all the outer zone in the flame. Combustion of a candle produces carbon dioxide, water, heat and light. Now, ways to extinguishing fire. Things burn if they are heated to a certain temperature and if a continuous supply of oxygen is available. Therefore, fire can be extinguished if the temperature is lowered and the supply of oxygen is blocked. In home, shops, office and hotels, fire is often caused by solid materials such as paper, wood and cloth. Such fire can be controlled by quickly spraying water. This brings down the temperature and helps control the fire. But let's say the fire causes is due to an electrical equipment. In such a case, if water is used, it will worsen the situation. This is because water is a good conductor of electricity. As a result, the person trying to douse the fire may get an electric shock. In such a case, carbon dioxide is the way out. As carbon dioxide being heavier than oxygen, this cuts off the contact between the burning substance and oxygen. Since oxygen is essential for burning, so cutting off the supply of oxygen helps control fires. Also, carbon dioxide does not harm electrical equipments. Thus, it is always helpful to keep carbon dioxide around us to safeguard ourselves in case of an electrical fire. But there are situations where fire is caused by burning of oil or kerosene. Again, in such a case, water is a wrong choice. This is because water is heavier than oil, so it will sink below oil and oil will continue burning. Carbon dioxide is the best choice in this situation too. And best part is that we can easily store carbon dioxide in cylinders under high pressure conditions. Now moving into the types of fuels. Fuels can be divided into three types. It is solid fuels, gaseous fuels and liquid fuels. In solid fuels, it has high ignition point. It produces smoke and ash on burning. For example, coal, wood, etc. In gaseous fuels, it has low ignition temperature, no residue on burning. For example, natural gas, etc. The third one is liquid fuels. It obtained from crude oil. Leave no residue on burning, as for example, petrol, kerosene, etc. Combustion and air pollution. As we have already discussed combustion, now we will learn about air pollution. You must be aware of global warming. It is caused mainly due to carbon dioxide. The increasing concentration of carbon dioxide is due to combustion of fuels. Global warmings lead to increased earth temperature. This will result in melting of polar glaciers, rising the sea level, which will result in flooding of the low-lying areas of the world. Another harmful effect of air pollution is acid rain. Rain water that contains oxides of sulfur and nitrogen released from the industries and petrol engines in dissolved state. It may causes huge damage to skin, soil, standing crop and buildings. There are ways we can reduce negative impact on the environment by choosing the right fuel. A great example of this is cars, buses and auto rickshaw that run on compressed natural gas or CNG instead of petrol. CNG is a much cleaner and cheaper fuel. So dear children, with this we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you will read the lesson and understand better what I have taught you. That's all for today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.